So welcome to another episode of Behind the Bar podcast, brought to you by the coaches and clients of RT Fitness Durham, Sunderland, and of course the Barbell Club, where we take you from complete beginner to photo shoot ready. And this is also available with our online program where we can get the same results all over the world. So today's episode, me and Sarah just go solo. I'm talking to Sarah about how she's feeling in herself right now. We've got 14 weeks until my 40th celebration, so it's about what she's going to do to get in shape, maybe get in shape, or just shred out for that. So this is Sarah's plans moving forward, and hopefully you can take some nuggets away from it. If you like this, please give the page, the YouTube channel, a like. Follow the page, please. Share the program if you enjoy it. But yeah, just enjoy us having a bit nat on, really. Enjoy. Right then, so today, Sarah's goals. Currently, where we're obviously I live with you. So the head fucks you've been on. So let's start this week. Let's start. You're feeling hungry. You just want to eat everything.
Mm-hmm. What about it?
What about it?
I just want to eat. So obviously going away for your 40th, and I know you walk around in mint nick anyway. Don't get a big head. You want to be in the best shape, like the shape of your life for your 40th.
Yes and no.
And I know, because you're already in mint nick, that by the time we go away, you're going to be fucking ridiculous. And I've got this thing in my head of, I can't be the flump with the fitty. Not that I'm a flump, but I'm soft. I'm feeling soft. I'm getting stronger, so my food is being put to good use. Mm-hmm. But I thought in my head, well, I'll tighten it up a little bit beginning of June to give myself that little bit longer. And it's like, it's just setting an alarm off in my head going, eat everything.
Like when everyone says I'm going on a diet, they just want to eat.
Like I've ate fucking 5 yum-yums in the space of 3 days.
I'll actually reverse it a little bit though, but you hit a big win this week.
Yes, I did. I hit 75 kilo bench press, which has been 10 years in the making. That sounds excessive. That sounds ridiculous.
Well, you didn't know you were aiming for that 10 years ago.
I didn't know. I've always loved bench, even when I was shit at the start and I couldn't bench the bar. It's always been like I don't know, I just want to be queen bench. And then Paige came in, absolute unit, and can bench everything. And then it was always I don't know, it was a bit of a joke with me and her, like, I will not catch Paige on bench, but I like to give it the big uns that I will one day. I don't think I ever will. She is just a beast on all things bench and press. Because
you, by the way, you are quite genetically gifted in bench, I would say. Well, actually, no, you've worked on it. I suppose it's your favourite.
I'm not genetically gifted because if you remember when I first started, I couldn't do it. Mm-hmm. And it's taken us a long time to build up, but I enjoy it, so I persevere with it. Yeah. It's not like running, where I don't do it because I don't like it. So it's mad because it's probably the one thing that I was inherently shit at and not genetically gifted at. But I've kept going with it, which is straight. That's the one thing.
The one exercise.
It's the one exercise. Because other things where I'm a bit shit at, it's never like I'm going to do it until I get better at it. It's just I've got to do that again. Mm. Whereas with bench, it's like, yeah, let's go. So yeah, 10, I'm saying 10 years in the making. I've been lifting for just over 10 years now. But obviously had the break in the middle, having a child, that set us back to square one, but not quite square one, but that set us back quite a bit. And then it's been a build mission in the almost 5 years since.
Just build you back up, innit?
Yeah, I had to completely build me back up.
So yeah, 75 kg.
75 kg, 63k body weight.
Well done. So obviously circling back to now the goals, the head fucks. What, like, I think I calculated it out. It's 14 weeks today, I think, until, 14 weeks today until we go away for Ibiza with the young'uns. So that's quite a bit of time frame from there. So what is your goals and what's going to be the process? Because you've just said there that the goal is to sort of tighten it up a little bit now. But I want to know what your actual goals are and what you're going to do about it.
Do you know what it is? It's actually really, really hard, because the typical goal, especially going somewhere like Ibiza with the bands, I want to be lean, and I know you're going to be in mint shape, and it is like that. I don't want to let you down. Weight, which sounds crazy, right? But at the same time, I'm very much in a mental place now where it's like I just want to enjoy my training. And I don't think we've had this conversation many times before when I've been in a dieting phase where I don't want it enough.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want it enough to be lean for Ibiza, because I think I'm very much just enjoying having a nice little balance where my weight kind of hovers around the same and I'm getting stronger. And like I've got a couple of niggles that I want dealing with and sorting out. So it's quite hard to say, right, my goal is to be absolutely shreddy break for Ibiza, because in my head, yes, it's a goal, but in my heart, probably isn't. So that again adds to the head fuck of I want to eat everything. But then it's like, am I just saying I want to eat everything because I think that I'm going to miss the mark? So there's a bit of pressure there. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
I feel like I sound like every woman on the planet right now. But this is the reality of it.
But no, you're already in a good position. At the end of the day, I think if you weren't going to Ibiza, would you diet?
No.
And would you be happy with the physique you've got now? Well, are you happy with the physique you've got now?
Yeah. I've got a little bit of love handle, but like I said to you the other day, that's where it always seems to just come back. Like if I ever am carrying any additional body fat, that's where it is. But then it's like, does it bother us? Am I like miffed at myself and stuff like that? Like, no, not particularly. I mean, obviously I look in the mirror some days and I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, I'm bloated again. But that's hormonal. I can't do anything about that.
Yeah, but that's just a natural bloat going up and down day to day type thing, and that's nothing to be like.
It's nothing like. And I think as well, because of the shred that we did last time, where I did get really lean, I did my photo shoot, maybe could have done a bit better. We went away straight after our photo shoot and I had severe bloating. Can you remember? For at least five to 7 days of the holiday, I was fucking foaming because I looked and felt like shit because of bloating, which I couldn't have done anything about.
I went get veiny. Do you remember that picture where like on holiday, like everything went get veiny? Weird one.
I just only ever see the Harry Potter hat, the sorting hat.
Oh yeah. But yeah, but the thing is, if say, are you wanting to get say to where you got to last time? Would that be a nice happy medium? Like, would that be like ideal, or do you want to be further past that?
I mean, I'd love to be leaner just for the crack, but I don't think I want it enough.
Okay. So what, 14 weeks, you are wanting to get leaner or you're not? or is it you will be getting leaner or not?
Oh, I think...
Sorry to put you on the spot on the podcast.
No, I think, do you know what it is? I think I'm just in a battle in my head of, do I really want it? Because if I want it, I'll go for it. And if I don't really want it, I'll half-arse it. But if I half-arse it, I'll probably get halfway to the where I'd actually go away and be like, eh.
Because I'm having these sort of thoughts in my head as well, of where like now we're 14 weeks out. It's like, okay, 14 weeks out, I'm not going to start dieting now. That's way too long for me to diet for. Like, I know I could happily go away now and be, like, feel good. Obviously, it is my 40th, so I think I've just got a little tiny bit to prove. Do you know what I mean? I do. At the end of the day, like, if I can't prove that I can get into like, decent shape when I'm 40, like, why shouldn't people follow us or anything like that? Do you know what I mean? At the end of the day, I've stayed fucking lean for a long time. Like, I do have visible abs now. But 14 weeks out to get lean is too long. Me and you would kill each other by week 2 of this 14 weeks and would fuck back up. If we started to diet now, would fuck back up. So it's then the case of like, do we just maintain? So this is my plan anyway. So I'm just going to maintain where I'm at. I'm going to enjoy my calories. I'm not tracking at the minute. I generally eat the same things over and over again, but I know we've got some barbecues coming up and all the rest of it, drinks, Dan Stag. So I'm just happy to maintain along until, say, 8 weeks then, because then 8 weeks is an urgency. If I leave it till the 8 week mark, but say maintained, then that 8 weeks is like a right, all systems go. But the beauty thing about what me and you are doing is we've put that walk in with the gym groups. Where
I need to go babysitter.
I know.
Otherwise I need them.
But that's getting implemented in. So we're going to have to be doing some big walks. So our steps are naturally going to come in anyway. So we're going to be naturally getting in extra activity for it, already pre-planned in, without having to think, I've got to do extra on top. Yeah, so the beauty of it is the extra activity which we're doing. So we're only going to have to, in that, like, say, last 8 weeks, because we're going to be getting some practice walks in now, so our activity is going to be going up soon anyway over just these next couple of weeks. But then when it comes to that, we're only going to have to cancel out about 500 calories from our nutrition for those last 8 weeks. And that's pretty much it.
But you're in a better starting position than me.
Yeah, but you're at a position of where you're actually quite comfortable now, and it's like you're going to be going away 8 weeks better off where you were. And for you, 8 weeks at a, say, rapid more pace, about £10.
Maybe.
And at the end of the day, you're only, what, 140?
Yeah.
So it's like £130 going away. I think you'd be happy with that.
What was on shoot day last time? 126.
Yeah.
We'll see.
So if you think of it as what we obviously tell our clients all the time, have a time frame, a countdown, because then we know when to go. But the only trouble is with this countdown is what, I think I've made a post about for one of the groups, but the only trouble is with this countdown, for me it's not going to be an issue. For you it is. So you've got 6 weeks till then.
Yeah.
This 6 week marker doesn't mean binge.
No, I know, but that's what...
what people do before a diet.
That's what's happening in my head. That's what's happening in my head.
But you maintain quite well.
I do maintain quite well, and even though I'm wanting to eat everything, I'm still not a pig. I never have been though. But I am just I just want to eat shit. That's just where I'm at.
But you're not, the thing is, you're still not, like, you're eating a little bit, but you don't drink.
No.
You don't drink, and that's obviously by a choice, not that you don't drink, like, against drink or anything like that. You're just not a bottle of wine on a Friday night person, going out person.
No.
So you've always got that on your side. So it's only ever the nutrition side of things, and it's not like we've getting out of that cycle of a takeaway every single week.
Yeah. I think for me, it's like, obviously I felt mint on Monday getting me 1 rep. But then I have had these little niggles, which is just knocking us. I'm out of my group with me training, and although I was getting in and doing me session, there's still that like, take far too long with me rests. I am much, much, much better in a group. Much better in a group.
There's always someone off.
Oh, I know, but my app doesn't sync.
You've only got to change the workout days about.
You've got to do it.
So yeah, I don't know. Do you feel as though that's your plan?
Yeah, I need to be back in the group. I need to be back in my group.
Okay.
To train.
Well, there you go.
And because I need that little bit push.
Uh-huh.
Because otherwise I get in my own head, and it is a bit more of a like, floaty. If I'm floating through me training, I float through my nutrition, and then if I'm floating through my nutrition, it's like a head switch that just says, you won't eat shit.
Okay, well, there you go. Step 1. Nutrition-wise, what would change? Obviously, I've said about, obviously, our activity will go up, but what will be the plan? Like, let's say you do the 8 weeks.
Well, if I'm doing 8 weeks, I'd be on 1,500 calories. Because my maintenance is about 2.
Protein?
140.
And steps activity?
Well, you always say 15, but I know last time I wasn't hitting that. There was some days where I would do 20 odd thousand, and then there was some days where I'd do 10.
But your average was up?
But my average was up. But you know what it is? I fidget more now. I fidget more than I've ever fidgeted before.
Fidgeting now.
I am fidgeting now. And I know, like, I mean, it's not the be all and end all, but I fidget more on top as well.
Every little helps.
Every little helps. Tesco's. Is that Tesco's?
Yeah, Tesco's. Cardio, where you're at with that?
Fuck cardio. How it put me in a bad mood.
So the last 2 weeks, for context, so last week, Sarah's always went on about running and how she wants to bring up our cardio and obviously bring up our baby lungs because she doesn't have that good a lung capacity. So you think, right, the cardio will help, and like every person in the world thinks, oh, running. And then it was like, and then I got into my head, well, we'll go for a run. So I took her out for a run last Wednesday, yeah.
And it's been since then. My back's broken. My fucking back is broken. I do not do running. It's just no good for us. It's no good for us, and I think I'm proper in my head about cardio at the minute. I'm actually stressing myself out about it. It's giving us anxiety.
Bullshit.
No, I'm in my head about it, right? Because there's this massive catch-22 where if I don't enjoy something, I won't do it. And obviously Dan's posted about running recently saying like, the better you get at it, the more you start to enjoy it. And then Paige shared something yesterday where it was like, if you don't enjoy it, why would you try and do it? Because you're never going to enjoy it, really. And it was like, I know, but would I enjoy it more if I got better at it? And it's like, is it worth going through the pain to get better at it? And then it is, for me, it's finding something cardio-based that I enjoy, where I'm just in that zone where I can push on with it. Because of me baby lungs, my heart rate shoots through the fucking roof. Like ridiculous, shoots through the roof. And then I'm like, it's awful. It's absolutely awful. And I really wish I knew, and I wish the fucking doctors would tell us what it was that's caused all of these problems. Because it's ever since I had the bank. Remember when I had them coughing fits for months? Like, and I sounded like Darth Vader. And ever since then, it's like just constant attacks of whenever I get a cold, it will sit on my chest. I will get a chest infection and I'm blown out my arse. No one wants to help us, Ross.
I'm trying to help you.
The medics aren't wanting to fucking help us, the useless fucks.
I mean, I'm trying to help you on that. And then Wednesday gone, we did bike, but at a high pace. So just stationary bike. I said half an hour, keep the calories above 700 per hour. Like that was like sort of a benchmark to keep up the pace throughout. Which did you prefer?
Bike.
Okay. Going back to what you said there about will it get better? Like if I keep pushing, will I get better and then will I enjoy it? So I think I said about when I was on the run. So this is what new clients say. And we've had new clients this week. So it's like a lot of them probably thought, I'm shit at this, I'm shit at that. And what would you say to them?
You'll get better at it. But they always enjoy it. Always. 9 times out of 10, they enjoy the sessions. Even if they do feel shit at it, they enjoy the community, they enjoy the crack.
I suppose it's because they're in a bit of a group and other people are going through it with them, where they're running. It was just me saying,
How?
No, I was being nice.
How?
Was I being nice?
You were being nice.
I was.
How?
I've got to be supportive on a run with you because you're a twat.
Because it's just, honestly, I feel like my body just lets us down.
But same again, it's like...
But then my head lets us down as well.
Well, you said on the bike the other day, it's more in your head, you think, than anything.
I need you to just take us on the pads.
I just get Matty or Ben. We'll get Ben down. Because I wouldn't mind saying, Ben, take me on the pads as well.
Oh no, but then I'm cutting into... I don't mind cutting into your time.
Well, exactly. That's what I mean, it's my time.
But then I'm cutting into their time. And obviously coming through to Darren for a 1 pad session doesn't make sense.
But yeah.
Whereas if you're going to take me up to go on the bike anyway, you can just hold the pads for us. It's cardio for you, right?
Well, the thing is, I wanted to do from the Wednesdays onwards, because I said to you the other day, I said, it's like, well, what do you actually need the cardio for? It's like, don't need the cardio for running, but what you're going to need the cardio for soon is obviously that long, big walk. So it's like train for that. So it's like probably on the Wednesday, as soon as we've dropped Castor off, it'll just be nice one long walk, like a 10-mile walk, something like that. Like blast it off, because then you're going to get better at the hills. You're going to get better at the sport, what you're doing, I suppose, for that challenge in September, which Lisa said is quite hilly, 20 miles. We know we can do it, but you might as well get better at it.
I know I can do it. I can walk.
Yeah, but it's silly blow out your ass going up the hills as well, don't you?
Baby lungs.
So yeah, that's your plan, isn't it? Basically. You got any questions for me? That's all I had to cover. I just want to know what you were doing, like your thoughts of obviously, if you wanted to do the shred, well not the shred, but like diet down for that.
Can you see the confusion in the whole thing? How in me head I am about all of it.
I tell you what, let's reverse it round then. If a client was going through this very thing, you were coaching a client who's in exactly the same position as you, yeah? We could use Vic as an example. Because obviously Vic got really shredded. She just put a little bit on, not much. But now she's thinking, she's got her fella's 40th coming up. I know he was a little bit older, but do you know what I mean? What would you say to Vic?
What would I say to Vic?
First off, you'd say, you're in fucking mint, Nick. Wouldn't you?
I would. And then I'd say, what do you want to do it for? Is it for you? Or is it for perception? Or is it for your fella's 40th?
Well, it's a bit of both. It's a bit of all. Exactly what you've said. Come on, coach. Guide Vic.
Wait, you twat. The first, see, it's hard because if I'm coaching someone, I'm taking myself out of it. Like, it's now to do with me.
This is now to do with, this is to do with Vic.
I'll always ask the question of, like, what do you want? Because if you haven't got clarity around what it is you want, and if you've always got that confusion in your head,
bless you.
Thanks. You'll kind of always walk around like like, what am I doing?
Okay.
So I'd be saying, like, what do you want it for? What do you want? Why is there the confusion there? Get clarity around what it is you want and why you want it.
I don't know what I want, though.
Is that you being Vic?
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't know what you want, why don't you just focus on actually enjoying the training?
Because I don't know how I want to feel when I'm aware. What would you do, Sarah?
Are you happy where you're at now?
Yes.
Would you be happy going away with where you're at now?
Yes, but I know I could tighten up a bit more.
You're a right bell end, you know. And yes, I would say that to Vic.
Yeah, you would.
But what's it worth to you if you look at all of the elements of your life?
Do you think I should just do 8 weeks out?
If you're saying you could tighten up, again, I'll go back to the question of, do you want to tighten up? Because whatever you think, if we look at it from an 8-week perspective, do you want to cut out X, Y, and Z for 8 weeks? Would you be miserable for that 8 weeks, for that one long weekend?
Well, let's say if I do the 8 weeks, but then have a mega binge out on holiday, I'll end up coming back about the same where I'm at now. But if I don't cut down now and have that mega binge on holiday, I'm going to be in a worse position.
But why are you mega binging on holiday?
Because it's my husband's 40th and we're going to be going our ends.
Yes, but you're a right arsehole.
Because that's like a sort of a different viewpoint there.
I know, but you went your ends in Marbella and you came back absolutely shredded to bits still.
I didn't really.
Although no, you weren't one of the ones that went out.
No, I didn't really. But it's like that could be another point in itself there. It's like, let's say for you, it's like, I mean, the thing is you don't generally put weight on when you're on holiday, do you? So yeah, it comes down to that. So what would your final answer be to Vic?
What would my final answer be to Vic? You look fucking mint as it is.
So that's sort of you coaching yourself and just saying, you look mint as it is. Because at the end of the day, I've said this before, yeah, these are your words, not mine, before you kick off and before anybody kicks off. I've got a little bit of muffin, okay? Mm-hmm. Yeah. But if you go to Ibiza, which, by the way, is like we think is a perception of it's like going to be young, ripped people. But when you're sat in Ocean Beach, right, all of the people there, you're going to be in the top few percent of who are already in decent shape at the level where you're at now. Because all the cameras where they take the promo shots is of all the fucking pretty ripped people to give this perception of it's the place to be. Mm. When reality is, when you go to it's every holiday we've been on, because obviously we talk about it when we're on holiday. It's like we get leaner for a holiday, and then when you get there around the pool, no one gives a shit.
Yeah.
Everybody who goes on holiday always has this thing of where I need to get in shit, I'm going to feel shit around the pool, and then when you get there, it's people just what's the word? Where they don't give a shit. What's the word? Like just not self-respect. That's no.
Definitely not self-respect. What's the word?
Dignity.
Man? No, it's not dignity. absolutely neither fucking hell, man. Jesus Christ, no. Making out like everyone's like, fuck it.
No, but they are. That's the thing. It's
no,
like...
but it's not. It's not no self-respect and it's not no dignity.
Yeah,
it's just people couldn't give a fuck what other people think. They're there to enjoy themselves and that's exactly what they're doing.
It is. It's like, I mean, like, it is like, it's as much as I'm going to probably use wrong words here, it's like people's just guts are hanging out, yeah, and they're carrying a tray of beers across to their friends. They're having a good time. I mean, some people are lying down and the belly's still out, you know what I mean? It's like, and it's fine. And that's the thing, it's fine, but everybody thinks before they go away that they've got to get into this incredible shape and they'll try, like probably it's only 4 weeks before the holiday, but they'll try for that because that's probably what everybody's done. Mm-hmm. But then when you do actually get to these places, it's not as much as you think. But then again, on the flip side is, where I said it's generally the promo pictures what you see, is it more to do then with the photos of what you're going to take? And share, like not just you personally, but for everybody. Because then it's like how many, like, because at the end of the day we take photos of everything, but are those pool shots now getting taken as much?
What if you're out of shape? Or if you feel like you're out of shape? Well, you don't take as many photos if you feel like you're out of shape?
Yeah, but that's what I mean. So it's like, no one gives a shit when they're around the pool, do they? But so the cameras probably go away. Yeah, so probably back to you, it's like you are going to be in shape and you will look good on photos, but then again, would you be happy on those photos? This isn't me asking like that, it's just like in a...
What?
Is it more being happy for the photos then? I'm getting deep on this one, aren't I?
Yeah, you're going into like, will you look back at these photos and think, oh, I could have been in better shape?
But that's generally what we do on holiday, innit? Because we look back or we don't share those photos. And at the end of the day, we're in a world of sharing photos. That's the norm now.
This is the fucking crazy thing. It's about sharing photos. I couldn't give a fuck about other people. That sounds awful. Like, it doesn't, I don't mean it how it sounds. But like, I want to enjoy my holiday. And I want to enjoy being with the people that I'm with. And it's going to be weird enough anyway because it's the first holiday without the bear. But like, yeah, I'm not in a position where I'm like, well, I'm not taking a photo of myself and my child because I'm out of shape.
Yeah. I'll be taking photos.
I mean, Jesus Christ, you were in better shape than me the first time we went to Ibiza for your 30th.
You were in good shape.
Oh, I was soft as fuck. I didn't have anywhere near as much muscle mass.
You weren't soft as fuck though.
I was.
You weren't, you look good. I love that little pink and, is it red and white polka dot you won?
Me polka dot bikini.
I remember.
See, me looking back at those
actually,
photos.
that's mad, isn't it? We went for my 30th and now we're going for my 40th.
Me looking back at those photos now, I'm in better shape now than I was for your 30th.
And you were fine with everything, weren't you? There wasn't even any self-doubt in your head then.
Oh no, because I was younger. Now I'm 10 years older and I've got the whole, I don't have the normal hair and I look old now. And, now I've got to have the fucking banging physique. Oh, how things evolve.
I know. Because you would think you would be more worried when you were younger.
Nah. Well, that's a bit of a weird one actually, isn't it?
But then again, when you do look at like, so when I'm saying about people thinking that they've got to go in the best shape of their lives, like especially say to a place like Ocean Beach in Ibiza.
I've never been to Ibiza before.
Yeah.
That was the very first time I'd been to Ibiza. And years had us getting changed in bogs.
Well, the thing is you're going away with us, so like you, me, Craig. So it's like we have never went to Ibiza and thought we've got to get in shape for Ibiza. We have went to Ibiza, I mean, with a carrier bag and a couple of vests and a pair of shorts. And like we've never been, I suppose we've never been those people who are posy about and we're still not.
Use old school Ibiza people.
We're old school Ibiza people. It's like we didn't really know what Ocean Beach was sort of like then. And it has evolved into that, like, look at me, rah, rah, rah. But you actually see the younger people who have no shame. No shame, is that the right word? Like, no shame, and like they're just wearing all the get up, but still going for it and not giving a shit.
Yeah.
But it's like, even now, yes, I am getting in shape. Well, I'm going to cut down a little bit for Ibiza, but it's still not to be posy. Mine is literally just to say, I'm fucking 40, dad of 3, fucking, I follow our blueprint, this is how I do it, and fucking this is how I do it with these. And like, without bitching about it. Because at the end of the day, like, I am my business in a sense.
Yeah.
And if I can show that I can do 40-year-olds, obviously we're getting loads of 50-plus-year-olds into great shape, but it's like, then it's like, yep. So yeah, mine isn't for that type of thing.
But it is.
But it isn't. What, am I going to be standing on the side of the pool with a fucking bottle of champagne and like, I'm not Joe and Ruby. Like, I will still be wearing a vest on the night out. I'm not going to be wearing fucking tight trousers with fucking socks and shoes with knee socks. I'm going to be wearing my Nike Air Max shorts and a vest. I'm going to be dancing my tits off because that's what I'm there for, to have a good time. I'll take a handful of photos and that's it, and just enjoy the night. I'm not going to be standing there updating me fucking story because I don't want that. It's like, before, when we've went to Ibiza in the past, it's like, I used to leave my phone at home.
Yeah.
And that wasn't through it. Well, it's because I didn't want to lose my phone, but we didn't need it. And it's like, I know this time around, I will be taking more photos than usual, I think, because that's what world we do. Yeah, that's what people do. But it's not going to be as much as fucking Brittany and fucking Chelsea who's sitting next to the pool doing, do you know what I mean?
Those stereotypical names here.
I don't know. But yeah, I'm not, and I just want to enjoy it, and that's it. Like, you will not see me sitting, especially when we've got all of us sitting like out having a few nice drinks, doing that. Yeah, I'm going to be in good nick for it, and just to prove in a sense. Not because, ooh, look at me. So yeah.
So what are you actually aiming for calories wise? Protein, training?
I like to hit 200 grams of protein, just because I love protein. 200 grams of protein, 4 weight training days. I won't be doing any extra like we put on for the shred people. Because I always like to manage my energy levels more. So as soon as the word diet hits to me, I feel tired, even though I'm not. But it's I feel as though if I ever push myself on, say, something else harder, then I'll get hungry. And I know it's going to sound probably crazy, but like, it'll be 2,300 minimum. So I'll always be in for the 2-3. If it goes under a couple of days, if it goes over, happy days. But that's about it, 2-5 max. And then steps wise, I'm not going to beat myself up over trying to get 15,000 each day, because I know with the big walks coming in, that's going to ramp it up in anywhere to at least 100,000 a week. And that's pretty much it. Nothing drastic, and just let it come off as it is. And there's a couple of things in between, Rick and Shell's wedding, so it's like, we'll just keep to that. I'll enjoy that. No fucking eat, drink, whatever. And just let it come off naturally. I don't have an aim of how much I want to lose in that time. Just whatever happens, but I'll stick with the nutrition side of things, and I know I'll hit past that 100,000 steps. Let it happen, whatever shape I go into, then that's it. I'm not going to be doing any water manipulation or anything for the final week, because I'm not getting photos done for that. Obviously I will get some just normal photos of the end product, but I don't want to stress myself out for it, even though I shouldn't in a way, if I'm trying to promote it in that of the 40 plus. But it's still having that balance there. And I think if I do it in any way, I know how much sort of I'll drop in that time. Because I don't have to actually drop that much, to be fair. I'd be happy within 8 weeks, about 12 pounds. Yeah. And without doing the last week stuff, mid. And then whatever happens, happens. And I think because I'm in such a good position now, like you said, I'm in such a good position. I've really maintained it well all the way throughout. Probably these last couple of years has probably been the best I've ever had. Most visible abs all year round. Mm-hmm. And I'm quite buzzing with that. And it's taken us a long time to get there. Mm-hmm. Even though people probably think I've got my shit together, it hasn't. It's took all of these years to be able to sort of figure out these handful of meals here, and here, like me staples, to be able to enjoy them, but still enjoy life and have the balance.
Yeah. Which I think's key overall, ultimately. We obviously do promote the shred, and everyone wants to do the shred at some point. But I think actually the bigger picture, which I hope people take heed of, isn't just shred, then completely go back to how you were before. It's, yeah, if you want to go for the shred. But then it's more about maintaining some of the healthier habits so that you don't go back to where you were before. So then you don't ever feel like you have to do a shred again. That's probably my thing. I haven't gone so far back over that I'm thinking I have to do a shred again to get back into shape to then try and maintain it. I'm just in this like, I'm enjoying my training. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I think Sean Casey said a good one. I mean, we'll end it after this bit. Sean Casey said something the other day where it's obviously what he showed. So Sean Casey, he makes fucking air fryer recipes. Air fryer. Yeah, so he said something the other day like of where he showed him where he was lean, yeah. But then he showed him as he is just walking around now, yeah. Which is about my leanness, or am I a bit leaner?
You're a bit leaner.
But
no,
nobody said something. It's like this is where like obviously people think that I've got to be, and where everybody wants to be. But like where he's at now, he's happy in himself. He still is lean. He's at a healthy weight, but he can do better things with his body and feels more energetic. Because at the end of the day, we should be carrying a little bit of body fat around with us. Mm-hmm. I mean, I feel like that at this moment in time. Mm-hmm. Like I've hit some fucking big heavy sessions this week, and like I've recovered well, and it's mad that I can still do those big heavy sessions where I haven't done them in a long time. But it's like his physique and everything now, and obviously what he's trying to promote, it's like sort of where me and you would be at now if we decided never to diet down again.
Yeah. I like the Sean Caseys of the world very much.
Sean Casey's, James Smith, both, yeah.
Because they are normalising actually just being like in good shape, but physically and mentally just better off. They're not massively shredded and underweight. They're not fucking massively overweight and trying to preach that big is beautiful or any of that bollocks. They are literally doing all of the do in the physical motions and educating people on food and all the rest of it. And I know some people don't like the word balance, but it's about finding that balance for you. Finding the balance where you're enjoying what it is you're doing and you're doing more with your body and you're sustaining your body so that you've got it for longer.
Yeah.
Longer.
So, however long in the podcast there, it all comes back to balance.
Always do. I know you hate this saying.
No, I love it. I love it because I truly, truly believe in it. Mm-hmm. And it is, I think, always balance though. Like, you're not going to give a 20 stone person. It's all about balance, and then fucking leading a balanced life at 20 stone, because it's not. It's about actually getting down to a healthy body weight.
Yeah.
Get down to a healthy body weight.
And then finding the balance.
And then finding the balance. It's all about, like, you've got to shift, because it's never healthy. No matter what people say, I'm a healthy fat person, you're fucking not. So it's like, you've got to get down, and then it's balance from there. And when you're getting down, you're learning all these great habits along the way, keeping those habits for when you're down there, and then you just implementing those little bits of balance in whenever it comes along. Yeah. Happy days. Mm-hmm. Thanks for watching or listening. Bye.